Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you all for joining me at this time. My name is Shavi Zane, and I'm coming on to bring a message for the chosen. If you find this resonates with you in any way, please be sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment below, and let us know how it resonates with your circumstance. So, first of all, chosen, I want to talk to you all about a dream that I had last night. I was in a building with a few people that I know here in a 3D, but then there was a lot of people that I did not know. And some people came up and they started announcing that a group of people were getting ready to do a seance, a ritual in order to conjure up and awaken a specific entity. And they came over to me and started explaining to me what they were doing. Come to find out, the entity or the spirit that they was trying to invoke was someone who I am closely related to here in the 3D. But in my dream, this person had crossed over. And so they were trying to awaken the spirit of this person in order to perform some form of a ritual. And Diddy, Sean Combs, came walking into the room, and they told me, they said, no, but we're not going to do it. He's going to do it. And so when I saw him walk into the room, he looked at me with this very menacing, like if looks could kill type of look. That's what he gave me. And then he walked out of the room. So I started telling everybody there, like, no, you don't want to conjure up that particular spirit. You do not want to be involved in this particular ritual. Don't do it. And that's when I woke up. Now, what I find to be very interesting about this dream is several things. One is that the entity or spirit that they was trying to invoke is, in my dream, it was described as someone who I am closely related to, right? Which is, it was even more interesting is because this person is still alive right now in the 3D realm. But I feel like my spiritual team showed me this particular person as the entity that they're trying to awaken, because this particular person, I know the energy of that person, and it's very wicked. It is very sinister, as well as the father of that person operated in very wicked, low vibrational energy. And so I feel that my spiritual team made it clear to me the entity that they was trying to invoke. They related it to someone that I know personally, because that way I would be able to define the energy. I would understand the energy of what they're trying to awaken. Okay. Now, the fact that Sean Combs came walking into the room and they said he is going to do the ritual, he is the one that's going to invoke the spirit. And then he looked at me with this very wicked and evil glare. You know, obviously he has a very strong venom against people like myself, right? And so that part was that much more interesting as well, because it shows me that Sean Combs is currently in the process of trying to use he's trying to invoke a particular deity in order to work on his behalf from where he is right now. He could be calling people or, paying particular witches or warlocks and saying that he wants to conjure up particular energies and deities in hopes that either they will create some sort of destruction for the people who are outing him, or so that it can create some sort of shift in his own circumstances. Either way, it's a very wicked energy that he is trying to invoke at this time. Now, I cannot say that this is 100% factual, okay? But what I'm telling you is that in the spiritual realm, you will see a whole lot of things, okay? And it's no coincidence that this was revealed to me the way that it was revealed. And so I do strongly suggest that we do a ritual collectively where we write on a candle that all wicked entities and deities conjured up by the powers that were turned its vengeance towards its conjurer and devours itself into nothingness in spirit and in flesh across all timelines, realms, and dimensions, known and unknown. So I'll say that again. We'll put this on a candle. all wicked deities and entities conjured by the powers that were turns its vengeance towards the conjurer and devours itself into nothingness in spirit and in flesh across all timelines, realms, and dimensions, known and unknown. This needs to be put on a candle. We give thanks to the Most High and our spiritual team for making this so, because a lot of these beings recognize that they are in big trouble, and they are reaching for powers beyond what they possess here in the natural realm, but they cannot reach for the source. They cannot go to the Most High Mother and Father because they have fallen from grace. They are extended no more grace because they have done so much dirt that they have to be judged. They have to deal with the judgment. And so these beings, they know that obviously if they were to turn to the Most High Mother and Father, then that means, yes, accepting your fate, accepting your judgment, humbly, surrendering to the karma and allowing it to play out. But these beings, oh no, their ego won't allow them to do that because they've been in a position of power and authority for so long that they really believe that if they conjure up low vibrational entities and deities, that they can somehow get themselves out of the mess that they are in. But it's not going to work. And so it's very clear that this is the method, this is the means that they are going by. And so there's a massive war that's happening right now in the spiritual realm, where you have all of these low vibrational beings trying to conjure up low vibrational deities and entities, and these deities, they need something to feed on. Okay, these low vibrational spirits and demons need something to feed on, and so we're going to give them something to feed on. They're going to feed on the conjurer. They're going to feed on the ones who awakened them. They're going to feed on the ones who called on them, and then after that, they're going to feed on themselves and devour themselves into nothingness. That's what we put out there into the universe because we have the spiritual authority. We've been granted the keys of the universe. We've been granted the keys to all dimensions, realms, and timelines. We have been granted the authority to call judgment on all beings and spirits, low vibrational, whoever, across all timelines, realms, and dimensions. And we have to do this. It must be done because even the earth, pay attention to what's happening around us, y'all. The earth is speaking. It's no different than, how, I'm a mother of 6, so I understand how the dynamics work when it comes to being a disciplinarian versus that nurturer, right? You might have children and you say to your children, hey, go clean up your room. You give them particular rules and things that they need to abide by. You tell them those things that's good for them, that keeps them out of trouble and upright and, with integrity or whatnot. But when your children go out of their way to ignore or take heed to your wisdom, you correct them. You might do it calmly a few times, but then when you see that they are blatantly going out of their way to wreak havoc and create problems, then that's when you get a little bit louder. You get a little bit more aggressive. You get a little bit more serious with your presentation, right? That's exactly what's happening when it comes to the Most High Mother and Father and how they are speaking and letting the world know. This is not no personal thing. This is not no community thing. This is not no regional thing. No, letting the world know that time is up and that Mother Earth itself is now speaking. All elements, earth, wind, water, and fire, is now speaking. And it ain't just speaking in small, category 1, category 2. No, this is category 5 type communication that these beings cannot ignore, nor can they get around, nor can they stop it, right? There's nothing that can be done. And so the Most High Mother and Father is not playing around. Our angels and ancestors are not playing around. And chosen seed, I know that you all are not playing around anymore when it comes to the karmic energies and those who have been given chances time and time and time again. There is a loud, very, very loud communication that is coming from the chosen, from the elements, from the Most High Mother and Father, from the angels and ancestors, and it cannot be ignored anymore. And so these beings are having to face their fate, and they're hoping to conjure up low vibrational entities because, see, they put power, they give those things power. They put power into that. They feel like there's authority in conjuring up low vibrational deities and entities, but they're learning very, very fast that even those things must bow down before the will of the Most High Mother and Father. Matter of fact, the Most High Mother and Father has granted us as the chosen seed the authority to demand and command that those deities take themselves out, but not before they feed on those who awaken them. Okay, go ahead and get your last meal, is what's being said to these low vibrational deities and entities that are being conjured up. Get your last meal, feed on the conjurer, and then devour yourself into nothingness. Okay? That's what's happening, and that's what we are speaking, and that's the judgment that's coming down. And so now these karmic beings, they have nothing to refer to. Now they have to face their fate, and they have to rely on their own power, which is they have no power. They have no power. And so I wanted to share that dream with you all, and for those of you who feel guided to um, to work with me to do that particular ritual, let me know in the comments below. Have your candles lit. I don't care what color candle you use, whatever color you feel guided to use. It's all about the energy and the intention, and we leave it up to the Most High Mother and Father and our spiritual team to do the rest. We put it out there into the universe, and they make sure that it is handled and done, and so it is. That's my message for you all. I love you. Like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about this, and I'll talk to y'all next time.